Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is Chief Dog 74 and let's get into this one. So today guys, as you can see, I have F1 2020. I pre-ordered it, I got the 70 edition, so we have a small extra cosmetics there, and if I enter the game, wait for it to load. Here we are then. If we press this button, go to Podium Pass, you can see that I've bought it and I still have 1,000 coins left over, because if you get the 70 edition, it comes with 10,000 coins, which the Podium Pass is 9,000, so I decided to buy that. And I'll be working through that as well, all 30 tiers. It's similar to some like the Battle Royale ones, but obviously in the style of F1, so you've got daily challenges here, VIP challenges, which is when you buy the Podium Pass, is what you have to do, and the series challenges, which you do throughout the season, or the, what's it called, series. They've got an item shop as well, and then a store where you can buy the add-ons and stuff. So, as you can see, the My Team is what we'll be doing today. I know that there's a bunch of other people doing this, but of course it's your team, so it'll be different for everyone, and I hope you enjoy my perspective. I'm using the wheel, as you can see, with the little paddles to change between interfaces. I've practiced a bit with the wheel on a couple of games. I tried it with Crew 2, wasn't too happy with it. It was alright, but it wasn't the best. Gran Turismo, I tried it, and I think I need to get a lot better at the wheel before I try and use it on here. On the Gran Turismo, but for Formula 1 it's really good. I've changed it a bit so it can turn hairpins more, but overall just really enjoying the wheel. We'll be using it for my team, so let's get started. Right, do you want to challenge? Yes, I do. Owner, driver and driver.
Welcome to
Okay,
My Team.
here we go.
Here, you'll experience the world of Formula One not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's choose your character.
Alright, so I've already made a character,
Great.
so that's all
Let's
good.
set up some of the key details of your new team.
Right, let's
We'll
go
start
ahead
with an
into
easy one.
this.
What name would you like to give the team?
Okay, didn't actually think of this when I was starting off. Let's just quickly use the controller next to me to type in stuff. Let's do Chief Motorsport. Is like short for Chief Dog 74. Chief Motor Sport. Is that not how you spell it? Or is it? It may be two words. Motorsport. I thought it was one word though. Oh no, maybe not. Yeah.
Nice. Now,
Right,
some
let's
kind
do
of
it.
income stream is critical, so we need to sign a primary sponsor.
Primary sponsor, okay.
The primary sponsor will pay a signing bonus to the team up front. This is vital to cover the early investments we need to make. They will also provide valuable weekly income for us. Each sponsor has a goal that they want the team to achieve. If we hit that goal, the sponsor will pay us an additional goal bonus.
Okay. So we've got a number of sponsors here. I did watch Arrowverse. You can check out his one. He's one of the more famous ones. how much money do we actually have? I can't see it anywhere, but I think we want to go for a realistic one, so complete a full season is pretty easy, but we won't get we'll get some weekly income, but a gold bonus wouldn't be as much. Finish 10th or better, no, that's not going to happen really. In the Constructors' Championship, that's not really going to... Wait, is it possible? Because you've got 11 teams, don't you? So you'd have to score some points. So I reckon that is possible, to be honest. 15 Constructors' Championship points in a season. I think that's pretty okay. That's basically saying earn 15 points for the season. As a team, achieve 2 points finishes during a season, and that's possible. Finish 8th or better, that's probably not best. And 5 as a team, achieve 5 finishes during a season. Oh, 5 points, yeah, that's fair enough. 25, yeah. So I reckon finish 10th or better in Constructors' Championship. Yeah, let's do this one. We'll do with Equionics.
Fantastic.
So we'll sign
Now
them.
we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign a power unit supplier now.
Right,
We need both
so
performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
right, so we've got 4,200,000, and we can choose between Honda, Renault, Mercedes, or Ferrari power unit. So let's look at the stats. So Renault has, or Honda has the least performance and least durability, and then let's see, it goes up. I'm thinking of going with Renault because it's slightly better than the Honda while still not costing us too much. So I reckon Renault is the power unit that we will be going for, and it's not actually too bad in price either, so let's go with
We
that.
almost have all the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate.
So a
These are the drivers
teammate.
available to be your first teammate. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses, so consider everything when deciding who to hire. Drivers earn acclaim based on their performances. When a driver earns enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's level, the more acclaim they will earn for their current team. And remember, the faster the team levels up, the faster our income will increase. The higher a driver's experience, the more resource points are earned to spend on vehicle upgrades. Racecraft is the driver's skill to effectively complete overtakes when opportunities arise. Awareness shows the driver's ability to avoid errors and incidents. Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level.
Okay then, so who do we have? Mahavir Rangunathan, I want to say that's how you say it. Nikita Mazepin, Sean Jalal, Juan Manuel Correa, Callum Ilott, Jordan King, Jack Aitken. Okay, so we won't be having these drivers for too long, so we shouldn't really worry too much about that. But since I don't see why these are all the same points value. This guy is really good pace, racecraft's pretty good, awareness is alright, and then experience is fairly weak, but I reckon for his price he is gonna be fairly good. how much do we have if we've deducted? So if we have 4,200,000 and we buy someone for, or we buy something for 2,700,000, then that's 1 million and something. 1 million and yeah. Okay, we'll go for
Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier
the
and
team.
teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
So we will confirm.
Let's select
There we
what
go.
order delivery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
Okay, so I did already make a car, like
Now
a
we'll
car
need a
livery,
badge for our team
so we
branding.
use that.
Select an existing badge, edit it, or create one from scratch.
So hang on, let me just quickly edit this. Okay, that's done. That's fine. Okay. Then team badge. Now I already made one again, so this is the one we'll be using as our badge.
Last but not least, we need to pick team colours for the rest of our branding. You'll see these colours throughout HQ.
Okay. So we want. What line do we want this? We want the main one to be black. There we go. The next one be different shade of blue, that blue. And then we have a white. Alright. I'm
Great.
happy with that.
Everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula One.
Right, here we go then. Into the world of F1 we go. We've got the 22 races, of course. We always start at Australia, which I'll be showing. We will do the full race length. Qualifying will have short formation lap on, race distance 25% is good. Then we want to bump this up a bit to 55. Of course, I'm not the best driver, so don't expect anything like that. Reduced safety car we want on. Yep, that's all fine. Assists, brake assist, that's on, that's fine. Yeah, so I've got the racing line on corners only. So we will start our road to becoming the best F1 team out there. But of course we will start where we'll be like dirt poor and have hardly anything. Right, press meeting. Media attention, okay. So this of course was this was in a few last ones, but let's listen to this then.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out though as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. There's a rich history of that in Formula 1 too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team though is that while the team itself is new to Formula 1, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, You've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
Okay, so we've got our first questions. I have seen what is to come, so they're a bit of quick fire questions, but I'm just looking at the options here. Nothing easy worth to. So I think that we want to big up the team as much as possible. So we'll start with this.
Every team needs two drivers, but what was it that drew you to your teammates?
Again, I'm just looking at these. We'll go with this one. They probably have quite a bit of potential, to be honest, so we'll see what we can do
No one
there.
aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
Right, so I think this will show who we are rivaling with. So who do we have? So we've got Williams, Haas, Alfa Romeo, or Alpha Tauri. I reckon that my rival would be Alfa Romeo, because they're fairly close to the bottom. I'd say they're about second to last. So that's it's fairly reachable. Obviously, sometimes Kimi can have really good races, but their team's not the strongest at the back compared to like Alpha Tauri is still fairly good. Haas are alright, and Williams are close to the back. So we'll go with Alfa Romeo.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
So now we need to look at which part of the car we like most, and try and get the pieces out there. So I have seen that you can get packages from your power unit to make your engine better. So I reckon we'll try and focus on. I reckon aerodynamics, to be honest, is the one that's gonna be the most trouble for me usually. So we'll go with this answer. I reckon we focus heavily on max. Yeah. There you go. Aero department
The other
noticed.
teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
So again, another one. Better picture after this area ball not content. Involve fuel loads are the key, or a fresh pair of eyes can find solutions other teams haven't seen, and find some of reducing drag. So I reckon that's aero as well, I think, or it could be chassis. We'll go with the top one. Oh yeah, it was aero, so I was right there.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport.
Okay.
How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
So to get the performance out of the power unit, so I think I wanna big up the power unit there.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
So we've hit aerodynamics quite big. We've got a bit of power. Now I think it's time to show the chassis a bit of love and go with this department.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
So there we go. The interview with, I think his name's William, is done. But yeah, our team has been made. I think there's a few things still left to have a look at
Great,
quickly.
thank you, boss. You nailed exactly what the team's been working on. When you've got time, check the R&D tree to see our current progress and where we think there's room for more. And while you're at it, why not take a stroll around HQ and check on how the team's doing?
Okay. So, okay.
This is where you can view our
Oh.
current facilities and the effects they're having on the business. You can also invest some of our cash into upgrades for these facilities.
Okay, right, hang on. So, okay, these buttons
It's
here.
important to use the time between races to the fullest extent, and that's where these activities come in. Manage everyone's time as efficiently as possible to maximize the team's performance.
Right, so this is where you can put it in like time before the Grand Prix, and you have to use these. So let's assign an activity. We've got 14 days of free time, and we have 500,000. So what we got? Pre-season merchandise. I reckon that's possible. We'll fit that in there. And then can we add something? Not quite there. Can we add something here? Yes, we can. Okay. So, So this one will help the team but lose cash. This one will help our driver and give us resource points. So I think I want to do that one, and that'll take us to the race weekend. So, okay, that's all fine. And then my mailbox. That new car smell. Okay. So that's just okay, that's all fine. Says the car not to be revealed yet, and then we've got some facilities here. So why would you want to shut down a facility? That would be so bad. I suppose if you got into debt or whatever, then there's a possibility, but we can't get any of these upgrades yet. We need to get a lot of money first. Then we've got all this. We'll get the more sponsors, and obviously the standings is yet to come.
This is the driver market. From here, you can see pertinent details of each driver
We
in
can
the
buy
sport,
drivers here.
compare them with each other and add them to your watch list. When the contract negotiation window rolls around, this is where you will approach any drivers you wish to hire.
Okay, that's all good. Then we just got all that as usual. Right, R&D tree. What do we want to do here? So, okay. So the power unit has already got things fitted because we helped that out. Durability's got a bit. Aero has got a pretty big bit. So I reckon we want to do a bit of help with the chassis. What do we want to do? A minor rear floor understray or central understray? I reckon this one will help us in corners. So we'll try this one, and I think it should come before the next race. So that's all right. We won't spend any more just yet, and we've got the where we are at the moment. So we are actually above Haas and Williams, just under Alfa Romeo. But I'm sure that will all change with different cars and how much we get and things like that. So let's just advance the time. So then it does that. There you go. Okay, got a bit of that. Go to car reveal. Let's go ahead and do that. I wonder what it is. Is it event? Oh no, it's just, it shows off the car. Oh. Here it is then. This car is so cool. I just love this new career mode. It's brilliant. It's a really good input. So we'll go ahead and look at that. I won't show practice. We'll just advance ahead a bit until the weekend of racing. So our thing did go correct, I think. If we view the tree, yes, the upgrade was successful. So we'll save some points, and I'm gonna go and do the practice, and then I'll see you at qualifying. Because, well, practice is just practice. It's what you do as usual. So see you at qualifying. Right, qualifying is next. We've got it on short. I did bump up the AI difficulty just to 60, because when I was doing practice I felt like I was a bit too in front of where I should be. But qualifying next. Practice went fine. I completed all of the programs apart from the fuel one, but that didn't really matter too much. So now we've got 1,660 points to spend, and we'll have a little look at it. I reckon, I know it's not particularly needed, but I feel like I want to get the gearbox sorted out now, so then it's okay for when it starts to wear down. And then what other points can we do? We could do more chassis. I reckon probably, what's this gonna do? A newly designed engine car provides a more weight. Okay, so that's weight distribution, and that's update structure and result in a weight advantage. Some more weight, okay. I reckon we'll get this as well, and then we'll save the rest for later. But as you can see, we're doing qualifying in the wet, so I guess we'll see how good the car is in the wet. Let's see what we can do. So well, here we go. The start of our qualifying lap. Let's see how fast we can go. A little bit of understeer there, but not too much. Still in it. We'll see what we can do. Did brake quite early, but then understeer kicks in again. Oh no, I don't like the wets. Our car is not too good in the wet, to be honest. That's not very promising. But of course, if we do miss out on this lap, then I'm probably gonna box next lap, get the wing repaired, and see if we can get a better time then. Hopefully we can, because I have a feeling we're not going to be doing so well this lap. Do go purple there, so hopefully we're being a bit faster than what Ocon is doing at the moment. Not too bad of a lap. So Charles sets the fastest one of 1:42. What can we set? Oh no, that was close. Right, here we go. Put the foot down. Let's see. 1:43, so that puts us into second, but I don't think that many have done their lap yet, so we'll box this lap. Right. Let's try this again and see if we can get a better lap time. Currently we're in P8,
The rain is getting
so
lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
okay. So P8, but let's see if we can improve from this time. Right now, we'll see how fast we can go. Okay, took that corner way better than before. That has got us a lot of time. That corner was apparently better. Didn't feel too much like it, but I suppose that the front wing damage really does hurt you in the rain then. That corner wasn't so good though. We're going to lose a bit of time here. So let's hope that we can try and gain some. After this lap, I reckon that I'm just gonna come in and finish the qualifying, because I don't think we're gonna get too much of a better lap. May even go worse at this point.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, we're running low on fuel, so let's just try and get this done. Right, okay, we've gained about a second-ish, and we're up into P7 now, but I don't know if everyone's done their times still.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Bottas,
So,
Hamilton and Charles Leclerc.
I'm in
Goodbye
7th
for now
then.
but we're really
Where's
just
my
getting
teammate?
started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
20th. Okay, I definitely need to buff the AI, because I should not be at this stage be out qualifying like Carlos Sainz and stuff. I don't think our car is that great in the rain. So yeah, definitely gonna bump it up a fair bit. Right, let's bump up this difficulty way more. I'm guessing 80 should be fine. So it's gonna be sunny all race. Yeah, okay, cool. R&D is fine. That's all good. Okay, right. Let's get into the race, I guess. Here we go then.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to Melbourne for the opening race of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to the Australian Grand Prix. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula One, and yet here they are, first ever race looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, and Albon. Blue, Sainz, Ricciardo, and Esteban Ocon. Kvyat, Norris, Pierre Gasly, and Perez. Stroll, Magnussen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Roman Grosjean. Raikkonen, Correa, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So there you have it then. Let's have a look at the race strategy. We're going for a 7 lap soft and then 8 lap medium, so I can see that working. Okay, let's start this race. Obviously we've buffed the AI, so don't be surprised if I just get absolutely swarmed. Just waiting
The
for
rest of
the
the grid is
rest of the
forming
grid.
up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
And then we'll be on our way to do our first race here in Australia. Oh, here we go. Right, 5 red lights. It's lights out. We get a decent start here. We're able to overtake Albon. We're starting to get past a couple of cars here, but we do have to slow down quite quickly and almost go straight into the back of Vettel there. We're on our way. Let's get overtake mode on the go. Slow down for that corner. And apparently, oh, there's a collision at the back or something, some yellow flags. Not sure what that was all about, but let's try and see if we can catch up to Verstappen. He's starting to get away with this. So as I expected,
Great first
we're
lap.
going to be
Keep it up.
started to be swarmed here by some of the better cars. So hopefully next time, when we're in Bahrain, it'll be a bit more realistic. Currently holding P5, and I completely forgot to brake there. And that's Albon just overtaking us now. Then we use overtake mode to try and get a bit of speed. And we got Sainz on the back of us. Decent. T-Miles challenge complete. I don't know what that was about. But there you go. Here we go then. Past lap 1. I may increase how long these races are. It depends. Maybe this one was best left shorter due to the other things we had to do before, the team management and creating the team. So I reckon that will take up a lot of the video, which is why this video is probably going to be pretty long. But I'll try and condense down as much as possible, and I'll probably hopefully get it to decent size, but just yeah, it should be a bit longer. The Sights just overtook us there, and someone's having a look. It's Ricardo. Oh, we do go completely wide, and
Okay, clear.
did I? Okay, must have hit him by accident or something, because there's yellow flags behind us. I didn't feel anything, and I didn't feel like I hit him at all, but there you go. We head on to lap 3 in
DRS is being
P8.
enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
So it's lucky that we did get a few upgrades into it, because I knew that aerodynamics was going to play a big part in my career mode. But Ocon trying to have a look. We do defend, but he goes round and he goes onto the inside, squeezes us out. We'll try and get back on him, but he's got DRS again. We're using overtake because we saved a bunch of it. We'll stop using it now. We brake really late. Bit of contact, but we do make back the position, so car obviously got some fighting spirit still left in it. But Ocon probably still staying quite close to us. I think we're probably using the same engine, using Renault, and I chose the Renault engine, so it's probably pretty much the same, if not similar. He's all over back of us though, but now we're starting to break away from him. Not sure what happened, maybe he just backed off and was waiting for a DRS zone ahead. Yep, he's got the DRS activated, so he may make have a little look on a couple of corners ahead. Seems to be staying in behind at the moment
No
now.
need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
We have some oversteer down. I swear there must be damage or something. Is there damage? No, everything's fine. I reckon it's tyre wear probably.
We're coming in this lap.
But now Ocon coming in again. We're side by side as we go round this corner as well. He's got the DRS again though, so we'll use overtake. Staying just in front though, and he's starting to make a big train here. And I had to go really wide and quite inside for that corner, but yeah, just a bunch of cars all being slowed down by me, so obviously this car is not supposed to be worthy of this position. But we're going to be boxing this lap, I think. So should probably let them go past, and that was definitely the way to let them pass. But we'll try and keep Lando behind us, but he is a lot faster, so he may make a move. We do stop him in his tracks there, just squeeze him out a bit. We've got DRS. Almost went into that wall. But we're holding all these cars up, so I'm pretty sure we're starting to find where we're supposed to be. It's behind this large train of cars, and we do need to go into the pits this lap. So we'll go on to the mediums, I think, and a couple of others are pitting behind us, and some already ahead pitting us, so we're in 15th at the moment. Wow, that's a whole bunch of people pitting. Let's see how quick the team can do it. 2.4, that's pretty average. So
Up to speed now.
up into
Let's get some
16th
heat into those
position.
tyres.
So we'll see what we can do to try and gain onto some of the others ahead, but I do believe that it's probably going to be we're going to gain a few positions from them pitting a bit later so we get the undercut done. But we'll see where we come out after that train from before. Whoa, and we've completely spun, we lost it on the corner. We need to kind of wait for these cars.
Juan Manuel is coming in for his stop.
There we go. Reverse, come on, go, go, go. Right, now we really need to get our head down, get this done. Oh my god. Fuel is terrible. Back tyres are completely worn down to bits. And Ricardo's just behind us. We really need to get something done. Or is this gonna be how our first race will end? Maybe we won't be doing so well this race. Why are we so bad? Come on.
We're trailing our teammate by 27.3 seconds.
27.3 seconds, that's ages away. I don't even think we're going to be able to catch him at this point. I think the spin really did just ruin our race there. And that's not going to be too great. I don't think we'll be looking back on this race. Or if we were, then maybe it would be when we're in better times.
Okay, gap ahead is 11.3 seconds. Our gap behind is 1.6 seconds.
We'll see if we can try and catch up, but I don't have too large amounts of high hopes unless some sort of failure comes and a safety car is deployed, in which case I'd probably pit for softs and try and gain some positions that way. But I suppose I got karmed on with the incident that I had as well, so you know, not great stuff, but it happens. With it's a new car, it's a new team. I'm not very close to knowing how to use the wheel, so I suppose it's fairly realistic in that sense, but we'll try and get a bit of fighting done
Okay,
as we
we've
cut
lost
the
the position.
corner a bit.
That's us down a place.
We have DRS, and it's starting to close in. I'm going to try and overtake at every possible opportunity, because I really do want to get some points done, or some positions made. But as I said before, it's not looking promising. It may be a last position for us this race, so it is a bit disappointing, but let's hope that we can get something back eventually. But yeah, I'm really trying as hard as I can to try. Oh, here we go. Got a bunch of fuel to burn off. But yeah, really trying as hard as I can to catch up to them, but we're just so far away, and it's just not been a very good race. And Claire's probably gonna highlight upon it or whatever, or screw us over or something, I don't know, but you know, let's just get the car home and then see what we can do. It's So there you go, Valtteri Bottas won the race. Suppose Mercedes coming on top.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
It's just a case of us getting the car home, I suppose. Yeah, really disappointing race. I wish I could have done a bit better for this one. I wish that, yeah, I just wish we could have done better, but it does look like it's last position for us. Back to the drawing board, see if we can find out why we're not doing so well, but there you go. And complete oversteer there, so. Yeah, not the best race, but, you know, what can you do? It's just... it's unfortunate, I'm new to the wheels, so...
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
I mean, Jeff has no words. When Jeff has no words, that's not great. Oh, but our teammate got drive of the day, so... suppose that's a positive for the team.
Victory for the Silver Arrows. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them is losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes.
So we do get a bit done for our the pass,
And now
I
let's
suppose.
take a look at the driver's standings. After today's
So
performance,
where did he
Valtteri
come?
Bottas
He
secures
came
the
15th
championship
and he
lead.
started in
Some amazing
20th, so
talents out on the
yeah,
track
he
today.
did
But Anthony, who would
did
you pick as
alright,
your
but
driver of the day?
That's got to be the Flying Finn. Wait, how many Flying Fins have we had now? Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time. Just great raw speed,
Yeah,
and a good job
fair
in
enough.
traffic as well.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes move to the top of the table. Well, Ant, an end to another.
So there we go. Disappointing race for sure, but I suppose our teammate didn't do too badly. Promising start. I wouldn't call that particularly a promising start, but you know. There you have it then. It just, yeah, it wasn't the best race. Wish I could have done better for my first opening race, but you know it happens. So anyway, though, 1.69 million in the bank. So I mean, suppose hopefully that should help with help to improve the team. But until then, if you did like and you want to see more of this, then you can go ahead and do so by liking. If you would like to go the extra lap, the victory lap, whatever you want to call it, then go ahead and subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, then please do so. But ending off on a bit of a disappointing note. Till then, though, it's been Chief Dog 74, and I'll see you in the next race, where hopefully we can do a bit better.